Do not mistake a peaceful attitude for weakness. FG sends warning to political thugs ahead of Edo State gubernatorial election. The federal government has warned those planning to unleash havoc in next month's governorship election in Edo State to perish the thought. The government stated that it is ready to deploy the full weight of the law in dealing with such elements. The National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu gave the warning on Wednesday in Abuja at the third regular quarterly consultative meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security ICCES, hosted by the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC. Ribadu warned that the President Bola Tinubu's administration commitment to peace must not be taken for granted. He said any attempt to undermine, interfere with, or disrupt the peaceful conduct of the polls will be viewed as an assault on the very essence of our democratic values. We want to reassure you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to peaceful election is unwavering. Those planning to disrupt the election should not mistake the current administration's commitment to peace for weakness. We will defend the integrity of the polls using every lawful means at our disposal, and anyone attempting to disrupt the peaceful conduct of the elections will face the full force of the law. Law enforcement agencies are on the high alert and ready to swiftly and decisively deal with anyone trying to undermine the polls. To the voters in Edo State, you are encouraged to vote confidently, knowing that the government is standing with you and is determined to protect your voice. Your role in promptly reporting any suspicious activities or threat to the authorities is crucial. Together, our vigilance and authority will prevent any attempt to undermine the polls. To our security forces and election officials, the dedication and integrity are crucial. As the guardians of our democracy, you must ensure that every ballot is protected, every voter feels safe, and the sanctity of the election is upheld. Let us move forward, knowing that together we are stronger and that we will protect the peaceful conduct of the Edo State governorship election on September 21st, 2024. Okay. Now, I just did the look these people as in they just dey talk. Now, they are coming out with FG will be APC. The last time I check, APC turned presidential election brutal for some states. They not allow some people come outside go cast their votes. Now this APC now, they go find the order of audacity now from Jumia or Konga or Dude or whatever. They can't they tell us Nukweya or Gigi. That the government is ready to deploy the full weight of the law in dealing with such elements. You are playing with fire. That's what you are doing. You don't know what's going on. Hope the government with the World Party candidate does not sponsor its own. No mind these people. These people they come and say they sound like mosquito they sing for person ear. Meanwhile, now then they sponsor the so-called talks. Now them they sponsor the so-called thugs. You're here making noise inside somebody's ear. This is just a tactic they're using to use security of forces to intimidate other parties and voters so that they can rig a election. Now who don't know these people though? Now who don't know them? Go call them human being. Don't threaten people. Put measures in place to ensure free and fair election. Threatening other political parties will not make APC win. 1 week, one trouble. No be small 1 week, one trouble. Oh. Don't threaten people. Put measures in place to ensure free and fair election. You cannot hear them release this kind of threats to the common enemy of the states and the likes of banditry, Boko Haram, kidnapping, and more, but want to end it up against the law-abiding citizens of the country. Except your muzzled electoral votes as APC has ceased to win the election in Nigeria. They deceive yourself. They have more chance of winning because they have what is visible to campaign upon unlike your brother that rely on hearsay projects and goes around, and what goes around comes around. Are we still here? Are we still talking about this? All right. I said you cannot hear them release this kind of threats to the common enemy of the states, the likes of banditry, Boko Haram, kidnapping, and more. They want to end it up against law-abiding citizens of the country, except you muzzle the electoral vote. APC assists to win election in Nigeria. Okay, I think I've said this before. It is annoying whenever FG comes up with threats just to scare people and then unleash their thugs to cause havoc. You don't know them finish. Very big shame that since APC came into governance, they have never conducted a credible election. And to them, they think it's a good thing. No? Funny enough, Nigerians as a masses do not even know how to follow their corrupt leaders. Even their bodyguard is ready to comply with the masses in setting this corrupt old food ablaze. But when the masses no get sense, small steps taken by your government don't warrant you to relax. The moment you show these people with endless protests, the better you guys. I'm telling you, make these people know say no. They cannot toss us anyhow. But no. Small thing we don't happen like this, and I don't chicken nuts. Eh? I know Kukuma did the same country with Una. So suffer it. My dad is a politician. I left him because of the corruption on board. The corruption on board hits these people hard. All the Aboros in Lagos have now camped in Edo State, warming up to grab it, squeeze it, and run with it. The people of Edo State are interested to vote a person of their choice, but Tinubu and Oshomole are political mongers and thirsty for wickedness to win by force. And you people are calling the man that allowed you to have a peaceful this thing. We come as I say, no blood of any Nigerian is worth my ambition. You know, they call a weak man to this, and they abuse her. Sometimes they stay on a deserve waiting at the gates. Talks that your boss and his Lagos boys are using all the time to achieve their selfish interests. Even in the last protest, they still deploy them. Is there any talk in Edo bigger than Kabaka? ABC know that they cannot win and they are trying to confuse outsiders. Their candidate head cannot even attract oxygen. To speak English is wahala for him. Why people like this? Eh? Make una see sense. So when has federal government become sent to one election violence and probably election rigging? Then they play now. This is share information so as to create a way for APC to rig with impunity. Oga, abeg, pack one side first, make we clear, make we hear what do. Has there been any election in Lagos since the democratic dispensation? The nearest was the 2023 presidential election before they put Oro on election days. Tinubu and NSA is now warning those who may not allow them to use Lagos templates. MC Oluwama is still reigning after what he did in the last presidential election. Why not use him as an example so people you know you're not biased for? Yeah. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.